what I want him to learn is that when he jumps on the couch, you guys are going to tell him one time, and I would recommend using the word off over the word down.
Okay.
Because in training, when you're teaching him down, unless you're going to call it something different, down means to lay down. Oh, okay. So just be mindful of that, because if you're teaching him down, meaning get off the couch or get off of something, and then we're trying to teach him down, like lay down, those are two completely different actions. So we don't want to confuse them. I would recommend off for the furniture or anything. For me, the way that I use off, it means take your paws off of whatever they're on. Whether they're on me, the furniture, or the carpet, take your paws off. Okay. So when I tell him off, leash pressure, off, leash pressure, off, leash pressure, then I say off and I give him a second or two to understand what we've been practicing and do it on his own. After a couple of seconds, if I don't get a response, I apply leash pressure. And we keep staying within that realm of giving him a couple of seconds to understand what we're asking him, and then following through with the leash if needed. Versus pushing a dog, trying to pick them up off the bed, I would say it's a 50-50 chance that you're going to get a dog that starts to nip at your hand in early stages of protest, and the more you do that to them, the more they're going to start to try and make you stop. When we use a leash, there's really nothing they can do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like 99% of dogs are just going to go along with that leash pressure. They might provide a little bit of resistance, but as long as you're handling them correctly, that resistance won't last very long at all.
Got it. Off.
Steady, steady, steady. Nice. Good. Perfect. Anytime that you catch him on the couch, if he jumped up, number one is if he's doing it a lot, then I would say you guys have a supervision and management issue. You need to do a better job at like keeping him nearby, or just not allowing him to have easy access to jumping. So if you do catch him though, I would say off right about at the edge of the carpet. So if I'm anywhere in the house and I see him over here, I'm gonna walk over, say off, and then follow through and take him off the couch with the leash. I'm always reaching for the leash.
So that should always be on no matter what.
Yeah, for now, because he has some behaviors that he clearly needs a little bit of guidance for. So if you tell him off and he looks at you like, yeah, right, you're like, okay, and then you reach for the leash. Another thing too is like where he's laying right now. Let's just assume he was on the couch like that and I was like, Apollo, off, and I reach for the leash. This is not gonna create defensiveness from him. This is.
Got it.
You see what I'm saying? Because he's like, I don't want you to move me. I get it. You know what I mean? You're a puppy coming into your adolescence. Like, you're going to get a lot of resistance. That's okay. It's expected. But here's how we handle it. We reach for the end of the leash. This way we don't reach for Apollo. And Apollo's laying there and we're like, yeah, man, you can stay right there if you want. Off. Leash pressure. You know what I mean? Off.
Off.
Pressure. Steady pressure. Steady. A little bit more. A little bit more. Right there. Good. So I want to point something out real quick. Right when he started resisting, you pulled and then you relaxed the leash. Okay. That's something I want you to avoid. It's steady pressure until he gets off. Okay. So that pressure becomes very gently ever increasing. So we're not yanking him. It's nice and steady. It's easy at first. We're just like, hey, and then he resists and you're just like, you're matching that resistance, essentially. So go ahead, tell him off.
Off.
Pressure. Nice. Perfect. Off.
Off.
Good boy. There you go.
Off.
Pressure. Steady. And relax. Good.
Off.
Pressure. Nice. Good.